Good Novatos, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So let's just take a look at the Street Bob, and after making my own calculations, if you were to buy the Street Bob here in California, of course, this $15,000 bike will now cost you $18,250. Wow, that is a huge difference from 2020. Yeah, from 2020, this bike used to cost you, what was it, $14,500 or $14,600 in 2020 or 2019. I think it's 2020. It used to cost you $14,600. Now it's over $18,250 here in California, and that's because not only did the price go up, of course, to $16,600, which is a huge jump. All the other fees also went up as well. So the surcharge is still $750 from, no, was this $600? I think the surcharge was $600 from last year for the Softails. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm right. So it went up $150. Your freight cost, that went from $495, if I remember correct. It went up to $700, so that's an extra $200. And of course, California emissions, that's always been $200. So, man, what is going on, Harley? $18,000 for your base model 114, or for your standard. Of course, you also have the standard. Maybe that's why they're doing it. Maybe it's just to incentivize people to purchase the standard, the 107, basically a Street Bob standard. All right, that's what I'm just gonna call it, because it's basically the same wheels, same everything. All right, everything except for the tank badging and the 107. So on this one, of course, you get the blacked out components, the blacked out wheels, the tank badging, which I'm a fan of. I really like this design, and the 114. So you get quite a bit for, I guess, the extra $2,000 and change. It used to be a really good deal. If you guys remember my videos, I would always say this was a really great deal. Even I believe last year it was still a good deal, because it was only like an extra $600. Difference between the standard and the Street Bob. But maybe Harley's, like I said, maybe they're trying to separate the price difference between Street Bob and standard. Maybe they're trying to even it out, because I never really understood it compared to the touring models. Of course, it never really made sense, because on the touring models, I mean, it was a huge jump. It was a jump of about $5,000 between the standard, Road Glide and the Special. So, but the Road King was different. Of course, the Road King, it wasn't a huge difference between the Special and the standard. Maybe they changed that. I haven't looked at the touring models right now, but maybe that's what they're trying to do, just to kind of even it out. Because, like I said, it just didn't make sense for the standard to cost you sub $22,000, and then for the Special to be all the way up to $29,000, $28,000, which is a huge difference. Comparing that to, of course, the Softail lineup or the Street Bob, where it's only a difference of like $600 for the 114 and the blacked out components. Man, this is a big change for Harley. Some of you guys were mentioning in the comments that this bike is over $22,000 in the Netherlands and Australia. I believe somebody had commented from Australia saying that this actually got a jump of like $3,000. Man, that's a big difference. And 18.5, and you still get halogen bulbs, not even LED all the way around. Of course, I mean, are they greedy? Is that what's going on? Honestly, for $16,600, you better throw in one of those new Screaming Eagle pumps and the plate for that amount, and it better have a stage too. Man, this is really disappointing. So if you got a Street Bob in 2021, 2022, you saved yourself quite a bit of money, and consider yourself lucky, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see these prices on the 2022 models now, because we are in 2023, unless they have like a closeout sale, of course, or they have some kind of a clearance event for the old models. But from my own experience, looking at, of course, what they did in 2020, even the lowriders, which were discontinued, those prices went up, of course. for 2020 when they discontinued the lowrider in 2019. All right, so where was I? Prices $18,000 for a street bob, ridiculous. Oh yes, the economy, man, that's what's going on. If you guys have been paying attention, of course, just these. I don't want to get political with this video, but you guys already see what's been going on. Trillions of dollars being printed. I don't know about, are the shortages still a thing? I don't know if the shortages are still a thing. I know the used market for vehicles have been going down. They've been getting under control, and of course that could be due to the recession, people losing their jobs, people, just being a little bit more tight with their money, not spending it on stuff that they probably don't need. Because if you guys gone to the grocery store, everything's pretty much, all the necessities that we use on a daily basis, all of that has been extremely high. And this transitory inflation, supposedly, because of the experts, this is here to stay with these new prices. Of course, if this was transitory, then we wouldn't be seeing the $750 surcharge still there. So, like I said, I believe we're going to be catching up on the chip shortages. Not too sure. Obviously, the ABS is still something that we're still dealing with, because of course Harley gets this stuff imported from who knows where. I don't know where they make it, but that's the reason why the Lowrider S doesn't have ABS standard anymore. And then on top of that, there's countries outside of the United States that require these components to be required or to be standard. So maybe that's the reason why some of these other countries are seeing these higher prices, because in their country they're paying for ABS and they're paying for other safety rider assist that their country requires for their government. So you guys let me know in the comments, man, what do you guys think? 18,000 and change for a street bob. That's hilarious. For a street bob, this used to be your entry level big V twin. Man, I don't know what to say about that, but this now makes the Lowrider S even look that much better of a deal for just a little bit more. I mean, we're already at, what is this, before taxes, fees, we're almost at 17,000. For a little bit more, 1,200, 1,000, let's just say $1,500. You get the inverted forks, the better suspension, the taller shock on the rear, the 117, the dual disc brakes, man. And you get a full 5-gallon tank, a full rear fender, which is just, that's what I like. I like a full rear fender, not a bobbed or a chopped fender. Man, and a beautiful, of course, tank badging on the Harley Davidson, iconic 1970s tank badging, beautiful overall bike. This makes the Lowrider S just that much more of a better deal. Wow, I mean, where does that put the street bob? Is it done? Maybe it still has a market for those chopped bobber, guys out there. Maybe they might be considering $17,000 for this bike. Maybe it has a market with those fellas, but man, at this point, if you have a 2018, 2019, 2020, you're thinking about selling it, man, the value of your street bob just went up by $2,000. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe, share your thoughts down below. Don't believe everything you read in life's risk. Get out there and ride. Later.